What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about how assisted living must embrace adult day. But first, I got to talk to you guys about a topic. Okay, it's called, you ever heard of algorithms? Well, apparently, according to the YouTube gods, algorithms rule the entire YouTube stats. Okay, so if you would like to see more content about adult day, then you have to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, it's that easy. And then the little algorithmic things will make this stuff appear more often, apparently. So anyways, guys, my name is Chris Chan, the founder and CEO of Activate Daytime Senior Care. And today we are going to be talking about an article written by my new favorite person. Her name is Pilar Carvajal. She actually had written this article, and it was, I think it was part of a podcast, and it was featured in Senior Housing News, which is a great publication that produces a ton of content on senior housing and a lot of different industries in senior care. But what I love about this, Pilar is the founder and CEO of Innovation Senior Living, and she said that the industry must embrace adult day to reach the middle market. And I could not agree with you more, Pilar. Hallelujah. So no, it's definitely one of those things that, in my opinion, I truly believe, in order to truly reach middle America, those that do not qualify for Medicaid and those that do not have unlimited resources, you have to find ways to reach that middle market. Adult day is that future solution. But what I love about this is she talks about how a lot of middle income seniors, they just don't see their place in senior living. Carvajal said during a recent appearance in the Senior Housing News podcast, and adult daycare, I think, is just going to be a natural option. Yes, it is. I totally agree with that. So the reality of it is that a lot of middle America, when they need help taking care of their mom, their dad, their husband or their wife, and they go to call a home care agency and they're like, oh, that's $40 an hour. And they're like, whoa, little sticker shock there. And then they call a assisted living facility and like $5,000 a month. Like, geez, okay, we're not ready for that yet. We were hoping to do that, or think about that in a few years, but not today. So what are you going to do? Well, adult daycare is going to be your option. And so I could not agree more that as middle income seniors, the idea of what does care look like for them, it's not going to be like assisted living first or home care first. They're going to have to be exploring their options because of finances and just because of their preferences. So one of the other things that she said, in here, which I think is a great point, is that so at the same time, she said that senior living operators are also competing with residents' preferences to stay home for as long as possible. So with a robust adult day program, more senior living operators could reach those residents well before they even consider moving into a community. This couldn't be more true. This is absolutely 100% true, because we've seen all the stats out there. We've heard all the claims, how many people want to stay at home for as long as possible. They're like, do not take me to assisted living. Do not take me to a nursing home. Shoot me before you do that. You hear those statements all the time. So if people want to stay at home longer, but home care prices are going up, the supply or the availability of caregivers is continuing to decrease, but the demand for care is continuing to increase. That's going to cause problems for home care. So what is going to be that alternative that is going to allow people to stay home longer, And I think that's gonna be adult daycare. Well, another thing that Pilar is saying is what we essentially do is they incorporate adult day services as a part of their programming of all their properties, and they kind of build it as like they think about that first as part of their daily programming, so that when they integrate the adult day model and the assisted living model, it's not an afterthought, but it's part of kind of the integration. It's part of their actual activity programming, which I love, because here's another thing too. And I see this so often, is that a lot of assisted living facilities will think of adult daycare as kind of this afterthought. They'll just throw the services listed on their website, listed on their rack cards, but not actually think about how do we integrate adult day into our operation on a daily, ongoing basis? How do we make it part of it? How do we give maybe someone the responsibility to focus on the adult day part of our assisted living business, because it is not something to be treated as an afterthought. If it is, it will never work, and it'll just be one of those things that you tried and it didn't work, so you gave up. But if you treat adult day and you advertise and you spend the money to give adult day the resources it needs to be successful in your assisted living facility, then you're going to create a really healthy, strong model. And we've seen it so many times where people have started an adult day, they've stayed with us for a year, 2, 3 years, and then eventually transitioned to assisted living. So this is 100% like an incredible, Pilar, where have you been my whole life? I needed someone like you that could champion this message, because I truly, truly believe in everything you are saying in this article. And you guys, if you haven't checked it out, go to Senior Housing News or go to the Transform podcast, which is done by Senior Housing News. And they have all this information that Pilar had to say about the integration of assisted living, embracing adult day, which I think is going to be a massive, massive model in the future. And I am excited for what this means for the adult daycare space, because I truly believe that adult daycare is the future of senior care. And I am super, super grateful for Pilar to, share this information with the world and bring this to our attention. So Pilar, thank you. And guys, if you are interested in learning more about opening up your very own adult daycare center, make sure you go to adcpro.com. And we have everything you could imagine, from monthly webinars. We got tons of YouTube content. Join our private Facebook group. And if you're interested in learning about opening up an Active Age franchise so you can get one of these cool shirts, make sure you go to activeagecare.com/franchise. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn how to open your own adult daycare center, go to adcpro.com. If you'd like the latest business tips, click here, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click here. We'll see you guys next time.